So, to do a bit of a follow-up, I should say, to the video I posted earlier about if the slap was necessary or not, in issue 134 of the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book when it was under the Archie banner. I talked about how some people looked at Cole Bollars or Jonathan Gray or even Penders as the ones being at fault for the slap occurring. But in reality, apparently, according to somebody that posted a reply to this somewhere, I don't know if it was on Facebook or Twitter. I tried looking on Facebook, it's not there. I tried looking on Twitter, I didn't see it there. So it's either that person deleted it or it's somewhere and I'm just not looking correctly. But somebody basically said that the slap, if you will, was approved by the editor at that time, Mike Perithro, and that if you want to point the finger at anybody, it should be Mike Perithro, being the one that should take the blame. But here's the thing: we don't know if that's true or not. Because an editor can look something over and be like, "All right, why do you want this character to do that? That doesn't make sense." And this is an all ages comic. Yeah, we don't need that in there. Let's remove it. They would basically make sure something like that was, removed. They would make sure of it. But apparently, according to sources, they didn't. According to this one source, they didn't. And furthermore, I don't know if it's the same person or not. The name is not Jeremy Fox. I think the name is, I think it might be Jeremy Fox. I'm not really sure. Let me check. Let me check here. Yeah, it's Jeremy Fox. He basically said in response to another fan that the writer actually confirmed he never actually wrote the slap part and wasn't even aware of it until someone called him out on Twitter. And that writer, of course, was Karl Bollars. So, yeah, apparently Karl Bollars wasn't aware that the slap was put in there until someone told him about it. But you would think he wrote the comic and he would be one of the first to read the comic, that he would already know. So it's kind of hard to, figure out who you really put the blame on here. Do you put it on Bollars for writing it in there? Do you put it on Gray for drawing it in there? Do you put it on Penders for being okay with Bollars, putting it in there? Because I'm sure Bollars went to Penders and said, "Hey, is this okay? Is this cool that I put this in here?" And because they were sharing writing duties at that time, so you don't know who to actually blame here or anything. But apparently, this person that made this comment said that it was Mike Perithro, the editor at the time, that gave the okay to do it. But like I said, if the editor gave the okay to do it, didn't they realize it would give some backlash? And hasn't Bollars gone on record as saying he didn't like the Sonic and Sally ship? There's just too much, confusion out there, too much convoluted confusion to basically try to figure out who's telling the truth and who's not telling the truth. Who's to blame, who's not to blame. Is it Karl? Is it Ken? Is it Jonathan? Is it, Mike Perithro? We don't know. But yeah, apparently Mike Perithro, according to his one comment, is another name you have to look out for and point the finger at if you want to take the blame for the slap occurring in 134. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's true that the editor, the person that checks everything before it gets published, is to blame, that being Mike Perithro? Or do you think maybe Karl or Jonathan or maybe even Ken are putting the blame on Mike to dodge a bullet? Basically get the heat off of them or off of each other. Let me know what your thoughts are. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are in the live chat during the premiere. Like the video, and I will talk to you all later.